This is the state of Michigan versus Lefferteria Hill, 25L29788831. Appearance, please.
Elizabeth Kirkmoley on behalf of the City of Lansing.
Scott McDermott on behalf of Ms. Hill.
Yeah,
Okay, this matter was scheduled for a trial, jury trial. It's for speeding. And it says that the people are moving to dismiss.
So the parties have been able to come to a resolution on this matter. The city will be amending the subsection 2 and
That's my understanding, Judge, and we do accept that offer. Ms. Hill, that's a 0-point non-moving violation.
yeah. But you said no points?
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
The fine is $135. Is she paying today?
I can, if there is, I'm not sure, is there a way I can pay online? Because currently I'm at the hospital with my mother, so.
Yes, you
And
can make payment. You can make payment online.
I'll
Okay.
provide her with that information, Judge.
Thank you. It should be in the system in about 20 minutes. She can make payment, okay?
Very good.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good morning.
Have a good
Thank
one.
you, good.
No problem. This is the City of Lansing versus Dasani Edwards, 26-01164, 26L2998512. Appearance, please.
Elizabeth Kirkmoley on behalf of the City of Lansing.
Michael Puckett, requesting permission to practice under MCR 8.120 under supervision of Jessica Straub. On behalf of Ms.
Permission is granted. Is Dasani Edwards present? Okay, this was a driving license and a no proof of insurance. How are we resolving this, council?
Your Honor, I believe that there is going to potentially be a resolution to this case. We just ask this be set for another pre-trial.
What is going to be the potential resolution? What am I resetting it?
The standard licensing offer has been extended, so Ms. Edwards, to my understanding, will be working on that. And then proof has been given to me of the insurance for the car. The car belongs to someone else. I'm just going to pull the unredacted video to confirm that it's the correct vehicle, and then that should be resolved by the next pre-trial.
Proof of insurance has been provided for the vehicle, you said?
Yes, it appears to be the same vehicle. However, it's hard to tell based on the ticket, and I don't have a report that mentions the license plate. So I'm just going to pull the unredacted video to
The
confirm.
license plates on the ticket.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. The proof of insurance only has the VIN, not the license plate. It has a fixed vehicle, but
The VIN numbers on the ticket.
the VIN number's on the ticket.
Yep, if you go down.
Oh.
Says, yep,
I apologize.
it's very small. They do stick it on.
Okay, so let me pull, I will compare right now. In that case, the city will be making a motion to dismiss the match.
So the no proof of insurance is dismissed. What does your client need to take care of the license?
Your Honor, Ms. Edwards has, I spoke with her earlier. She is in the process of getting her license showcased. She has to go to the Secretary of State. I believe she has the required number of hours driving with a permit, and she just needs to.
Schedule a driving test. Oh, 30 days.
August 3rd at 10:30.
August 3rd at 10:30. Do you have any questions for the court today, Ms. Edwards?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
No, you're.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. This is the City of Lansing versus Savannah Essenhoff to 26-01204 and 26L30148. 541. Appearance, please.
Elizabeth Kirkmalley on behalf of the City of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Jessica Straub on behalf of Ms. Eisenhower, who is approaching defense team.
Eisenhower has a no insurance citation and a driving while license is suspended. The resolution.
The standard licensing offer and insurance offer have been extended.
Ms. Eisenhower has been able to pay off the fines that were serving as an impediment to her getting her license, Your Honor, and so she will be pursuing that. If the court would grant her 4 weeks adjournment, she will be able to do that. She'll lose by next setting.
What about the insurance?
She does not have a vehicle anymore, Your Honor, and so I do believe that she might be able to produce some documentation of such. So we're working on negotiation with the city attorney to get that potentially dismissed or reduced.
August 2nd. August 3rd at 10:30. August 3rd at 10:30. You have any questions for the court today, ma'am? Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Not from defense, thank you.
You're all set.
Yes.
City of Lansing versus Posey Lovelady, 26-01203 and 26L2995412. Appearance.
Elizabeth Kirkmalley on behalf of the City of Lansing.
And Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office, filling in for Joe Hardy today and representing Mr. Lovelady, who is standing to my right.
Okay, you okay, sir? Oh, this is a failure to stop after property damage accident and another failure to stop after property damage accident. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, the city would be requesting a final pretrial to contact its witnesses.
Actually, it's failure to stop without the short, without the short clear distance is the other one, not two of the same kind. I misread that. Okay, so you need a final pretrial to just determine contact.
Yes, Your Honor.
July 13 at 8:15. July 13 at 8:15. What's your address?
At 941 McCullough Street, Lansing, Michigan, 48912. 517-803-6156.
6156.
That's right.
You changed your number since May?
Yeah.
You changed your number since May?
Yeah, that's my fiance though. My phone is messed up.
Okay.
Sometimes I can get calls and sometimes I can't. That's why I keep looking at it.
Okay, so the number you just gave me is your fiance's number?
Yes, ma'am. I know she always answers.
Got it. Okay. I only say that just in case that date needs to be changed.
You want my number?
No, I have your, another number in the phone.
249-7644.
Yeah, I was just confirming because there is a chance that that date may need to change, but I'm not sure yet, okay?
Okay.
So if that's the case, then we'll make sure you're notified. My mom's sister passed away. We'll get you a notice to appear and you'll be all set for today.
Thank you.
Hang on just a second.
Sir.
Sorry to hear about your mom.
Okay, this is the City of Lansing versus Aaron Jenkins Jr.
Elizabeth Kirkmalley on behalf of the City of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Jessica Straub on behalf of Mr. Jenkins. I have not seen him physically this morning, Your Honor, but he did say that he was in the waiting room a little while ago. Ms. Nash.
Someone is in the waiting room now. I'm trying to admit them. Let's see if that's.
Jody, I know Jody. Kelly just said he was in there and she was sending him over here.
Okay, he was in the wrong courtroom. Sir, unmute your device, please. What's your name?
John Hernandez.
On Hernandez.
Oh. Well, Mr. Jenkins hasn't joined yet, but we do have. Kayla Gotto. Let's see, Mr. Hernandez, City of Lansing versus John Hernandez, TF 25005749. Mr. Hernandez, this is a pre-trial, I'm sorry, a show cause, because you have a parking violation that you failed to pay. It says you owe $120.
Right. Yeah, when I got that ticket, they it was for front yard parking, and I was parked on the side of the house next to my driveway. But I will pay the
Yeah, I'm
fine.
not, yeah, it's at show cause. You must not have never appeared to dispute the ticket. So it's not the time to dispute the ticket. Now you have to pay it because you failed to dispute it timely.
Okay.
So when are you going to pay the ticket?
I just started a new job, so I'll pay it hopefully next week.
Okay, I'll do this. If you get the original fine, it says was $70. The remaining balance looks like it's from fees that they attach after you fail to pay. Let's see. $30. Yeah, so if you pay $70 by next Friday, I will waive the balance.
Okay. I can do that.
Friday is the 10th. Okay, I'll note you'll pay by July 10th. And the court will waive the balance. If you don't follow that, then I'm not able to waive the balance, okay?
Okay.
You're all set, sir.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Kayla Goodell, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Goodell, this is a show cause for file number 25L2966781. It says you owe a balance of $324 for a no insurance ticket that you failed to pay.
Yes, ma'am.
When are you gonna pay this ticket?
I just started back at Amazon a couple weeks ago, so I'm trying to catch up on other things that I fell behind. So if you could give me like 30 days, that would be top tier. Okay, it does look like you did get an extension from the magistrate back in April, is that correct? Yes.
Okay, how much are you gonna
I
pay
had
within the next
some
days?
fines and
But I just asked you how much you're gonna
I
pay
can
within the
pay
next.
$100 I can pay $100 on Friday and then weekly until it's paid.
I know you're trying to catch up, you don't need to pay weekly if
We
that's
would
not
just
something you can financially do. I can make it monthly, I just wanna know how
no,
much you're gonna.
we were just put some overtime, so I should be able to pay it. We just go next week and this upcoming week. So I should be
Okay,
able
I'll
to
note
pay
that.
$100 Friday.
Yeah, you don't have good service, but I will note that you'll make $100 weekly beginning next week, okay?
Okay.
Can you hear? Okay,
And
you're
I
all
just
set.
come to the I just go to the building on or the courthouse on Michigan Avenue.
That is correct.
Okay, perfect.
You're all set, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You can help remove her. Good morning. I didn't even notice there was a scripture, right? Is James Ray here?
Yes, Your Honor, he is.
Okay. This is 25-0599, City of Lansing versus James Ray. Your appearance, please.
Elizabeth Rockmole on behalf of the City of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Justice Job on behalf of Mr. James Wright, who is standing to my right.
Okay, Mr. Ray is scheduled for sentencing today. This is for blood alcohol content 0.17 or higher. And I do have a pre-sentence report. It was prepared on the 25th, sorry, the 24th. Did you get a copy of that, Counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
You need to make corrections.
Your Honor, the only update that no, it's a.
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
You can make allocation.
Your Honor, Mr. Ray immediately began working on accepting responsibility and taking initiative after this incident happened early in February. He completed his substance abuse assessment. He enrolled in meetings. He even completed a MAD victim impact panel very early as this case has progressed. I would also mention that in addition to attending his weekly meetings on Tuesdays, he's also been working with Michigan Works to get steady and consistent employment, which of course would be above and beyond what he's already doing in terms of his doing odd jobs here and there to make money. And as mentioned, he is enrolled in a 12-step program and has been attending this program religiously since February. Based on all of that, Your Honor, I would ask this court to consider whatever term of probation or no probation the court sees fit.
No probation.
As the court sees fit.
This is the second OWI, isn't it?
Yes.
There's no presumption there. Does your client want to make a statement? No. Okay, I reviewed the sentence report, the recommendation, and reviewed his prior criminal history. The only other thing on there is another drunk driving. Only this time, at least based on the report, wasn't just that you were drunk driving. You had a 0.29 blood alcohol. Do you know how many times above the legal limit that is?
No, I don't know.
Anything above a 0.08 is above the legal limit. We're 0.29. That is a super drunk. Really should have been over at the prosecutor's office. That's how drunk you are. You also had marijuana in your system. Anyone driving on our roads that drunk with marijuana as the reckless disregard for their life and the lives of others, at least at the time that you committed that incident. That's what it references to me. So no, there would not be a presumption or a pass because you immediately went to go and get treatment. I applaud you for taking the effort to get treatment on the underlying um, substance abuse issue. So obviously you must have an issue that needs to be addressed. But if you, I'm inclined to believe you did some of these things before because you have a drug track. Some of these things you likely did before. It said you did 12 months of probation the last time you had a drug track.
Yes.
So maybe a reminder was needed. Maybe this circumstance was a little bit more life-changing for you.
It was.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope that it would be because, I mean, it's very dangerous.
Yes, because since I've been taking the classes and stuff, I realized that I put other people's lives in danger for me to get behind the wheel driving like that.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And you put your life in danger.
Yes.
It's unwarranted. There's never a reason why you have to drive a vehicle while you're under the influence. You can call someone, you can call a taxi. We now have ride share systems, or you can wait it out if you're in a situation where you can't drive.
Yes.
But there's not a reason why you need to get behind a vehicle and operate while you have a 0.29. That really, there's no reason why you should have a 0.29 blood alcohol content. That's extremely high. That toxicology level is so dangerous. You could kill yourself just by drinking.
Yes. I have learned that too. Just by taking classes and stuff.
Your liver wasn't made to filter that amount of alcohol.
Right.
Not what it's made for. So it's dangerous. I'm happy to hear that you are actively participating in treatment. The court is going to monitor that treatment for the next 9 months because I'm going to adopt the recommendation to put you on a term of 9 months probation. While on probation, you have the following conditions. You are not to use, purchase, or possess alcohol, drugs, or marijuana. You will complete 24 hours of community service. You're not employed at this time.
I know I'm not. I've been working with the center too about my community service too. So once that clears, I can start that.
You know, 24 hours of community service within 90 days. And you can get a list of where that community service needs to be completed from our probation department. I am going to require that 10 of those hours be completed at the LMTS Outreach Center.
What is that?
You'll get further information in just a moment.
Can I do the community service at Crystal Ray where I'm going for my treatment and stuff? Because that's where I applied for community service at there.
I just told you have to do 10 hours at LMTS.
Okay, I don't.
You can get a list of approved places, and I believe Crystal Ray is one of those approved places from probation. But you're gonna do 10 of those hours at LMTS Outreach, okay?
And I will get that from my probation officer.
That is correct.
All right.
Okay. Also, while on probation, you're going to obtain employment and provide evidence of that to your probation officer. You're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior. You will be required to submit to random preliminary breath testing and your analysis testing. You have to pay the cost of the testing, okay?
Okay, how much is the cost?
I don't know. Mr. Hannah is here. He might have further insight for you.
You know how much the cost will be?
For drug testing?
Yes.
26 per test.
And then you're not to be in any bars or nightclubs. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You are required to attend 12-step programming, which you're already doing. You just need to provide evidence of that, okay?
Okay.
And you've already done the victim impact panel. And that's been confirmed. I think, yep, I have your completion paperwork here. I also have information here, looks like from your group sessions that you could attend. This must be an old form. I'm trying to figure out here. Now also, you have some fines and costs that you are responsible for. Must be an MSP. This is the MSP case, because I don't have an OWI cost recovery report.
Doesn't have a meeting, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming this is. let's see.
Was Lansing police officer that pulled over. I didn't like that body.
Okay, I don't know why.
I
they
guess
didn't-
they didn't do that.
For whatever reason, they didn't submit it, so I'm not ordering it. There's a $75 fine victim rights fee that will be assessed, plus a $50 state minimum cost that will be assessed. It's $30 per month oversight fee for each month of probation. So it's $270. I'll waive discretionary fines and costs at this time. Fines and costs $395, and you'll make monthly payments on that, okay?
Can I make that payment today?
Yeah, if you like, but
I would like to do it today.
we also can make monthly payments, and I'm going to give you information in just a moment as to why you might want to make monthly payments. You have the right to request early discharge from probation once you've completed half the original term ordered by the court. So 4.5 months in, if you have completed your programming, which is also going to include your community service, and you found a job and I've not had any violations within the 90 days preceding that request, you can make a request for early discharge from probation. You would make that request by submitting the court's NC 512 form. You can get that off the court website, or you can get it from your probation officer. You would serve a copy of that form once you completed it on the city attorney's office, and then you would make sure you file a copy at the court. The city attorney would get 14 days to respond in writing to your request with any objection to early discharge. If it's set for hearing, you have the right to hire an attorney on your own to represent you for any hearing to address your request, but you would not have the right to court-appointed counsel for a hearing on that request. I've never set a hearing for one of those so far. Okay, do you have any questions about that?
No, just, what I'll make the payment at today.
You can do it right at the criminal traffic window. We can get Mr. Henry to take you right over there if you'd like to make payment today, okay?
I would like to do that.
Okay, and then you will be reporting monthly via Zoom with your probation officer, okay?
Would the probation officer contact me, or do I need to contact him?
And when you leave here, before you leave here, Mr. Sumter's here, sir.
Yeah.
You go downstairs and check in with him before you leave, okay?
Okay, before, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Any additional matters for the record?
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, wait, did I put it? Here's this one.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I learned my lesson too.
Very good. I'm happy to hear that. Looks like Mr. Jenkins has joined us.
Okay.
Yes, I am here.
Okay, very good. On the record in the matter of the City of Lansing versus Aaron Jenkins Jr. 25-03337, appearance please.
Elizabeth Brookline on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Jessica Straw on behalf of Mr. Aaron Jenkins, who is here via Zoom.
Okay, Mr. Jenkins was scheduled for a pretrial today. This is for operating while under the influence. How are we proceeding?
The city would request that any potentially mitigating documents or reasons be shared with it. There was one that was briefly shared, but other than that, I believe we need a second pretrial for negotiations.
Second pretrial.
Or a next pretrial, Your Honor.
Another pretrial.
January 26, 2026. City wants assessment or mitigating documents. Reset it for March 23rd. Where's the mitigating documents? Have they been provided? Because I'm not resetting it for that. Because if you can miss court and then you follow up with me on the 23rd to ask for permission to travel to Florida, you should have done what you were supposed to do in the last 7 months.
My understanding, Your Honor, is that Mr. Jenkins has faced some financial hardships. He did lose his job as a result of this incident, and he is a single father. And so I think that the biggest hurdle is simply financial. I do think that he would like to be compliant based on conversations that I've had with him. And he is, I think, planning to go to Crystal Ray this week.
He had a pretrial in January.
Yes.
It's gonna be July this week. This is not a situation, and then he came in March and requested permission to go to Florida in May. This is not an issue of finance. Crystal Ray was available to him in January. It was available to him in February. It was available in March. It was available in April. It was available in May, available in June. This is going to be set for the next available court date. He needs to appear in person. It needs to be resolved. I'm not extending this out another 30, 60 days. He's had all the time he needs at this point. And I'm setting it for a final pretrial and a jury trial.
May I speak at all?
Not at this time.
Okay.
Do July 20th.
July 20th at 8:15 will be a final pretrial date. August 3rd at 8:15 in person for a jury trial. Both of those next court dates, you must appear in person. There's also an expired meter that you failed to pay. It says that you owe $96. That's on TV 22003970. And this is an expired meter from 2022. What are you paying that?
I don't owe that. I went to the court to fight it. They told me that I would have another court date to deal with it, which never happened.
What's that?
When I went to the parking meter people back in 2022.
The parking meter people did not handle your dispute for a parking meter.
They 2022 I went in there. Okay.
Nor do they set court dates. I have here, you had an original charge for an expired meter on March 23rd, 2022. On April 20th, 2022, it was filed with court notices and penalties was stopped. It says here on 4/20/2023. It says that you owed money. It was for a Chevy vehicle parked. And
Yeah, I recall it.
There was a parking citation printed and mailed, it says, with the citation date on April 26, 2023. And then you failed to appear on May 15th, 2023.
That is incorrect. That's not correct, Your
You
Honor.
appeared to the court on May 15, 2023.
I don't know nothing about the date because that was 3 years ago, but I do know that I went inside a place and told the manager there, and they told me that they will get a hold of me and that they're going to give me a court because I told them it happened on that date because I literally had walked out of the bank right there where I was parked at. The lady was trying to give me a ticket as I was walking into my vehicle, and I had people in my vehicle. And she tried to give me a ticket. I said, "Ma'am, I wasn't taking that ticket." I said I came in and out, and I said that I'm leaving, and then she threw the ticket at me.
I'm hearing what you're saying. All of those things make it clear to me that you were parked at an expired meter and you thought that because you had people sitting in the vehicle and that you were leaving, that absolves you from a ticket, and it does not.
Okay. Well, that's why I was trying to go to court regarding it, and they never got a hold of me to give me a court date.
Well, court date was mailed. It says it here in the judicial information system that it was printed and mailed on the 26th of April, 2023 to the address of record.
Okay. And I never received that. I don't know how I'm supposed to move forward when I don't receive the ticket that was supposedly mailed to me.
If you are requesting a court date and you don't receive it, then you should probably follow up with the court. It shouldn't be 3 days or 3 years later and you think that it just dissolves. It does not dissolve. And so this parking ticket, notices were sent and generated. There was also default notice that was sent to you and generated. And then a penalty was added. So, and a 14-day notice was generated. And so you've not responded to anything. And so you now
I went in and spoke with the,
you now owe $96.
and there's nothing I can do with it, even though I went and spoke with them multiple times.
There's nothing you can do. You're beyond the time frame. It's 3 years later. There's a certain time frame in which you can fight something or even appeal something, and you have blown all of those time frames.
But I went and spoke with them countless time and asked them to do it.
You don't,
and I've never received the mail, ma'am.
The court speaking to them. You're talking about speaking to people at a parking office. That has nothing to do with the court. Like zero things.
And
so
how does
once the court gets involved,
I'll pay it.
You get a notice generated and you didn't respond to the notice. That notice did not come back to us non-deliverable because they would have noted it. His address changed. It was a change of address, whatever. It would have came back non-deliverable. That didn't happen.
Okay. I just said I never received it, but I'll pay it, ma'am. I don't know what else I can do about the situation. That's fine. I'll take care of it.
When are you going to take care of it?
I'll take care of it.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I didn't even notice it. Still, I thought it was done and over with when I talked with the manager because they said they was going to get a hold of me. I apologize.
Yeah. Of course, it would only come in and he says that again. Whenever you were telling us when you were going to pay, your signal went out.
Oh, I'll pay today, and I apologize.
Okay, so it says you'll pay today. Let's
Where
see
do I
here.
need to pay at?
You can come up and pay in person, or you can log in to the court website and use your case number to make payment. If you pay today, I will waive the fees that have been attached. There's a $25 fee plus a $16 fee, and you can pay the original fine of $55, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Am I allowed to say anything else, ma'am?
You are, yes.
I do apologize for, I guess missing the court date because on my paper it said it was Tuesday. I did come in that following day because I did think it was court. I did not have the money to do that class. I apologize for that as well. I did go to the place last week and they have me set up for Wednesday. I am a single father. My kids do have I have them in Bible quizzing and they do have nationals coming up on the 18th in St. Louis, Missouri, or not St. Branson, Missouri. And that's from the 18th to the 24th. I'm the only one that do support them on that. I'm the single father. I am asking for a request. If I can't go, I do understand, but then that means they can't go.
You say you have them in Bible what?
Bible quizzing. It's where they're only 5 and 6. They quizzing in a national tournament that they won the districts in Michigan. Now they're on to nationals, which is in Branson, Missouri, where they quiz against other states.
We had that in my Catholic school.
It's like Branson, Missouri does a lot. I went to Christian overnight camp in Branson, Missouri when I was a kid. Here's the thing, Mr. Jenkins. Your attorney can't come in the court and say he didn't take care of what he should have taken care of in January because of finances, but then you keep requesting to travel.
Yeah. And what I traveled for before was my mom's retirement party, which, my mother paid for.
I'm not asking you why you're traveling, because that's traveling costs money and it also takes time. And it also takes time. And what you needed to do was not a class, it was an assessment, which you could have gone to Crystal Ray and there were resources available to help people who couldn't even afford to get the assessment. You could have gotten it done.
When I called and spoke with them, they told me it was $200. My previous attorney told me that it was $200 and I couldn't do it. I didn't have it.
In 6 months, you didn't have $200.
I did not have $200. I lost my job because of this. I drive for CATA and now, okay.
If you could find people to finance your travel, then you could have found people to help you take care of the court order. Or you could have let your attorney know, I can't do it. The court can have somebody.
I thought you was done. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, no. The court, our probation does assessments for cheaper than $200. I could have had you assessed by a probation officer.
I didn't get to speak to my attorney till last week. She has reached out to me twice before that, but we didn't get to speak for the first time until last week. I had got a new attorney. So that information that I got from the previous attorney, I asked her, who I have now, I asked her, I said, I don't have the money. And she said the cheapest place was $200. That was what my last attorney officer told me. So I'm like, I can't afford it. I'm just going to plead not guilty and fight it. That was my plan. Then after I talked with my attorney last week, I immediately went in and figured out that I can get help with it and went in and spoke with Crystal Ray, ma'am.
You're telling me, I'm hearing all the things that you're saying. If you knew how many drunk driving cases we deal with weekly, it is very rare and we have people that come through here with far less means than you have. This is very rare that I have somebody with a public defender, which means that they're considered indigent, who's traveling as much as you. That's number one. That's rare. That's rare. No, this is not a back and forth right now. That's rare. The other thing is, it's very rare that I have a drunk driving that it takes 7 months to get an assessment.
Mm-hmm.
If it takes 7 months, it's because you refuse to do it.
Okay. Am I allowed to speak, Your Honor?
No, I think I've heard what I don't want to hear any more excuses. I want it done. If you're not going to do
I'm
it, then
doing
we
it
have to
Wednesday.
move forward with the trial.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
can't just keep
However you
setting it
want.
out.
I
It's
wasn't
not
asking.
about whatever I want to. I've been more than gracious. I've given you 7 months to get it done.
Okay. I mean, there's nothing you want to hear from me, Your Honor. I'll do what you say, and we can move forward.
Okay. We'll see you in person July 20th, 8:15 for a final pretrial. If there is no resolution that date, the matter will go to trial on August 3rd, that is. And then I'll note that you'll make payment of $55 on the expired meter today. And if you do that today, the court will waive the balance. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Not from defense, thank you.
You're all set today, Mr. Jenkins. Is Tyrese Garrett here? That's you, sir? Okay, Mr. Garrett. I have 2 files for you. Two no parking zones. You can come up, sir. TV 22008974 and then TG 26006291. And so it says here, you had no parking since 2023 on one, and a no parking since 2022 on the other. When are you going to pay these, sir?
I'm just not really becoming aware of those tickets. Actually, I can get them. I can at least get them partially paid by about a month from now.
So it's partially paid.
At least half on each.
Are you working?
I'm just been released from King County Jail.
Okay. So within 30 days, you're going to be able to pay at least half on each.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you pay 65 on each of these within 30 days, I'll waive the balance, okay? You have any questions? That's it. Trisha Taylor here. Did she pay anything?
Your Honor, I think we addressed her show cause hearing at her during the state docket last week. It was kind of weird. $5.
I do see a note in here.
Okay.
Defendant owes $195, will pay $25 bi-weekly beginning July 6th. So it just should have been removed from the docket. Okay. Let's see. Jamie Cruz here.
Yes.
This is City of Lansing versus Jamie Cruz, 26-00300.
Elizabeth Burke-Molly on behalf of City of Lansing.
Fred Blackman on behalf of Mr. Cruz is coming up and standing to my right.
Very good. This was a loud disturbance, and he was supposed to do community service. How are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor, he has completed that community service, so the city will be amending the charge to a breach of the peace of law infraction.
Fine. And $75. Can you pay that today? We'll get you to the window and you'll be all set.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Rashard Glass is present. I'm sorry?
I do believe he's on Zoom.
Yes. Are we ready on his matter?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
City
sir.
of Lansing versus Rashard Glass, 25-02472, appearance, please.
Elizabeth Testimony on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Jessica Straub on behalf of Mr. Richard Glass, who is here remotely via Zoom.
Mr. Glass was scheduled today for drunk driving. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, after reviewing the substance abuse assessment that Mr. Grass completed, the city has offered to amend the charge to an operating while severely impaired.
Your Honor, we are also working, I do believe, on potentially negotiating another resolution for this case. I just present information to Attorney Kroff-Molly this morning that I do believe that she may be considering. If we could have.
She didn't say that. You believe she may be, that was very vague. I believe she may be considered.
I don't want to commit to something.
She did not mention anything about, Your Honor, we're still considering some things.
I have had some chance to review the body cam and the report in the interim. I don't see a reason to change it. If you'd like me to consider, I'm happy to consider it, but further.
I'm going to reset it for in-person plea anyways, because I don't think I'm taking drunk driving pleas via Zoom anymore.
Your Honor, I'm not sure this will be a plea. So far, Mr. Glass has not wanted to accept any offer that deals with operating while intoxicated or visibly impaired. We can set this for trial.
Yeah, because you didn't tie them, this has been in September. You ain't gonna tie me up for a year, going back and forth saying you getting an assessment, so you can say, I don't want to take an offer. We could have had trial a long time ago. Give me a trial date, please.
August 21st, 4th.
August 24th.
Yes.
August 24th, 8:15 in person for trial. The offer will expire 1 week prior to that.
What was the offer?
The offer was just stated on the record, sir.
And discussed last week via our call, sir. It is a visibly impaired, as we discussed. The difference between the two is the 2 points.
Do you have any questions at this time?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I never was behind the wheel of a vehicle. How was I charged with drunk driving if I never was driving a vehicle?
Oh, that's for the jury to, that's for the jury to determine. I don't know anything about the case, so I couldn't tell you that. I think people misunderstand how the system works. I didn't bring these charges. The prosecutor brings the charges. Your attorney and the prosecutor knows the evidence. They've reviewed it. The court does, I have no clue the circumstances of this case, only that you've been charged with the drunk driving. So I could not answer that for you. If you want, if your attorney who has counseled you is not able to give you any further answer, that sounds like it's a question for the jury to determine. How are you lawfully charged with a drunk driving if you were never allegedly behind the wheel of a vehicle? That's a question for the jury. Do you have any other questions for the court today?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll see you in person on August 24th. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Nothing to sense. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, you're all set. Let me write another note here. Thank you. Rakia Lawson here? No, Rakia Lawson? Okay. Unfortunately. Okay, this is the city of Lansing versus Mary St. John, 26-00369, 26-0116932.
I just read it. I didn't see Mr. Goodrich.
You didn't see what?
He asked to speak with her.
Who's he?
Mr. Goodrich.
Oh, he's representing, got it. Okay. I see Rachel Rhodes here and Mr. Amadeo.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. This is the city of Lansing versus Rachel Rhodes, 25-01706. Appearance for the record.
Elizabeth Perfoni on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. William Amadeo, P7619, on behalf of Rachel Rhodes, who should be on Zoom.
Okay, and this matter was reset so
Name on
so negotiations could proceed. I think the effort was to try to protect her teaching license. How are we proceeding?
That's correct, Your Honor. After further negotiation, the city has extended the following offer. If Ms. Rhodes successfully completes the driver safety course, then she may have an amendment to a careless civil infraction.
That's correct, Your Honor.
How much time do you need, Mr. Amadeo?
I'm thinking 30 days, Your Honor. She's saving up the money for the course, and it should be a pretty quick course once that happens.
Yeah, I could be done with it within a couple of weeks.
I'm sorry, what, 2 weeks, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, she says 2 weeks.
You do July 20th at 1:30.
July 20th at 1:30.
Thank you, Judge.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
No, Judge, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Strong, who do you have ready to go?
Sure we have any ready to go.
Strawberry, are you ready?
I'm working on it, Your Honor. Do you think we can do Miss Bryant?
City of Lansing versus Jane Bryant, 25-02310, parents, please.
Elizabeth Park-Molly on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Justice Straub standing in for Mr. Joseph Tardy for Miss Jade Bryant, who is standing to my right.
Oh, Ms. Bryant is here today for a operating with blood alcohol content of 0.17. Is there an offer at this time?
Yes, the offer has been to amend to regular code.
How we proceed?
Your Honor, Ms. Bryant is not at this time interested in that offer. We would like to proceed to trial.
August 24th at 8:15. August 24th at 8:15. Do you have any questions today?
No.
Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
We'll see you for trial.
Thank you.
Your offer does expire 1 week prior to your trial, just so you're clear, okay? That's City of Lansing versus Xavier Kennedy, 25-03682, appearance, please.
Elizabeth Bartolome on behalf of City of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Justice Strauss on behalf of Mr. Xavier Kennedy, who is standing to my right.
Okay, Mr. Kennedy was supposed to get his license cleared. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, it's the city's understanding that Mr. Kennedy won't be able to do so. So the city's extended an offer of time served. It seems he's had some time based on previous times.
Your Honor, Mr. Kennedy would not like to plead today. He is worried that if he does plead, that will result in further suspension of his license and then bring him right back in front of the court. He did face a financial hardship recently in that he was in custody from, I think, May 19th until about a week and a half ago, Your Honor, resulting in him losing his job. If the court is amenable, we would ask the court for 4 additional weeks for him to get those fines paid off with the help of his father, who is now involved.
Okay, so he wants to pay off some fines, and are those fines what hold his license up?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so it's not that he's ineligible because his license just has fines.
Correct.
Okay, where are the fines?
You know which court it is?
Detroit, I don't know the court.
Okay, it's not this court.
No,
Okay,
but I recently got a driving on license suspended with this court.
That's this one, right?
Mhm.
okay. So how long is it gonna take you to pay those fines?
It's 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Your Honor.
You can do August 3rd at 1:30.
August 3rd at 1:30. Future notice to appear. Do you have any questions at this time?
No.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Goodrich, are you ready with Ms. St. John?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, Ms. St. John would like to accept a plea offer in the matter that has been made by the city attorney.
City of Lansing versus Mary St. John, 26-00369, and then 260116932. I'm your appearance.
Elizabeth Bartolome on behalf of City of Lansing.
And Attorney Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Ms. St. John, who is appearing over Zoom today.
Okay, this was a driving while license suspended and no proof of insurance. What was the offer?
The offer was to plead guilty as charged on the DWLS and the no insurance would be dismissed.
And your client would like to accept that offer?
Yes, she would, Your Honor.
St. John, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, let me have you raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. And the driving while license is suspended, you have the right to proceed to trial. You have the right to hold a jury trial, and you're presumed innocent until proven guilty. You have the right to require that the city produce evidence at the time of trial to prove each case beyond a reasonable, or each charge that is beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
You have the right to remain silent at any trial, and they can't use the silence against you, or you can waive your silence and testify. You have the right to present evidence that you believe show defenses to this charge, and the right to subpoena witnesses that will testify on your behalf. You understand that?
I understand.
Lastly, you have the right to see, hear, or question any witness that they intend to call to testify against you. And you're willing to give up each of those rights today?
Yes.
Anyone threatening you to do that?
No.
Any promises being extended to get you to waive these rights and plead guilty?
No.
And are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
Yes.
As to the operating or driving while license is suspended, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. St. John, on or about February 11th of 2026, were you operating a motor vehicle on Cedar Street near Kalamazoo Street?
Yes, I was.
And is that location in the city of Lansing, the county of Ingham, the state of Michigan?
Yes, it is.
And at the time you were operating that motor vehicle, had your driver's license been suspended or revoked or expired in some form?
Yes, it was.
Uh, Your Honor, I believe we have a factual basis for driving with a suspended license.
The city satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea if I plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. You can make allocution.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, in speaking with Ms. St. John, she has been making efforts to try to get her license up and running. She has gone to the Secretary of State, who sent her to speak with the Lansing police, who advised, there's something holding the matter up. We've tried to track down I believe there's another matter. So she's been making efforts. She's planning to go back to the Secretary of State today to get an update from them. I would ask the court to sentence her to some type of fines and costs sentence and allow her to continue to work toward getting her license back, Your Honor. Thank you.
I'm just waiting for her driving record.
Pull it up on display.
Okay, let's see here. Seems to be a number of suspensions. Fine is $300. When you gonna pay?
I can pay within the next 30 days.
You don't know if they can make payment within 30 days. And that will resolve this. The other citation is just missed by nature of the plea. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have you seen Alasia Conway? No?
She's not in the meeting room. That's actually obvious.
You said she's where?
I was wondering if she wasn't.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see you all.
Excuse me. I will try to make contact.
Thank you. Okay, and Juan Figueroa here? No? Or maybe the interpreter? Because the interpreter was in.
She's having to step out. So.
Oh, she did.
I can check.
Yeah, You would have got like a paper copy, the clerk's office would have put it in here. But I didn't get anything over here. Okay, thank you. So I think we're meeting time. See, I think he's gonna have to go there and get a copy of it. Okay. Yeah, let's see what was, we have it say it's at the printer. He said that we have. We are ready to go on Lena and Figueroa. So you ready on who?
Figueroa and Elena.
City of Lansing versus Juan Figueroa, 25-02845. And I have 26-00968. Appearance, please.
Elizabeth Parkmoni on behalf of the City of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Jessica Straub on behalf of Mr. Juan Figueroa, who is standing to my right.
Thank you. Have an interpreter. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to interpret in the matter before the court completely and accurately and not divulge confidential communications to help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. These are both truck driving 0.17 or higher. There was an assessment.
Yes, Your Honor.
How are we proceeding?
The city does not have a copy of that assessment yet, so I've been unable to review it.
Got it. So it hasn't been, it's been done, but not turned over.
Correct. So apparently, Crystal Ray has been sending these to 54A, which I think is probably the traffic collective email. I have no idea.
I don't know. I think it's been happening because we've been getting these red envelopes with assessments in it. And I didn't understand why. So your belief is that it was sent to the criminal traffic?
Yes, I think we have two of those today.
It not be. Either way, sending it to us is not sending it to the prosecutor. So it needs to be sent to the city attorney's office, and we wouldn't give it to the city attorney's office when we got it.
I have instructed both clients, Your Honor, to follow up with Crystal Ray and to provide them my email address.
We'll reset this so that they can get it and review it.
July 20th at 1:30.
Do I have to pay fines today?
No. We'll get your new dates. You can come back July 20th at 1:30. And the assessment must be turned over to the city, so they can see if they can offer a reduced charge. You have any questions?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I have. Did we get in touch with Elijah Conway?
I have not been able to get in touch with this.
Okay.
It's actually.
And now during these here,
Yes, sir.
are we ready?
We're ready, Your Honor.
Okay, City of Lansing versus Naheed during these, I have 26L2984 311 and 12. Appearance, please.
Elizabeth Parkmoni on behalf of the City of Lansing.
And I am not sure if she is still represented by our office for this purpose.
I don't see that. I don't see you on there. What happened? Did she withdraw? Someone withdraw?
Oh.
Even I had to do my word. I had time after my the last time he has gotten back to me.
Okay, so you originally had a public defender?
I think his name was like.
Joseph Hardy?
Yeah, Joseph Hardy.
So what happens since then?
I,
Well, I'm asking.
Check the notes, Your Honor. I'm not sure if Mr. Hardy has been able to update the notes, Your Honor, so I don't see any updated information. I do see something from April 6th. But I think she probably would have had a court date more recent than that.
They said, this is supposed to be set aside, but I don't even know if they've done it yet.
What?
Set
The-
aside,
The fault?
yeah,
It should have been.
I don't know if they made it to the clerk's office or something.
I know he appeared before. This was an issue where I think there was a question of whether or not she ever even received a citation. The issue I have is that I don't have an appearance in writing from the public defender, although they appeared on the record representing her. And then I've not received any withdrawal or motion to withdraw representation. So your office can no longer, can't just say we no longer represent someone. Yeah, that's not, they have to.
If it would solve these issues, the city was going to make a motion to dismiss these.
And that resolves these issues. You're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Liz.
Yeah.
We have Sarah Elena here. Who represents Sarah Elena?
Ms. Strong does.
Okay, we'll wait for her to come back. Mr. Goodrich, who do you have?
We are ready on Brianna Turpinning at 10:30.
City of Lansing versus Brianna Turpinning, 25-02750.
Elizabeth Burke only on behalf of the City of Lansing.
Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office, here to represent Ms. Turpinning, who is standing to my right.
How are we proceeding today?
Your Honor, it is the city's understanding that Ms. Turpinning will be taking an offer that was extended, which was to dismiss the Schedule 1 and amend the OUICS to an OWICS pursuant to MCL 257.6253.
Amended count 1 to OUICS.
Amend count 1 OUICS to an OWICS. So I believe it's one step down from it.
I'm just trying to see what's originally charged. So I'm looking at what they wrote, and they pretty much wrote OWICS, so I'm, but that might not be. Count 1, operating while intoxicated under a controlled substance. Count 2. Operating under influence of Schedule 1. You're dismissing count 2.
Yes, Your Honor.
Amending count 1 to what again?
So I'm amending count 1 to, it should be an OWICS, which is a 4-point misdemeanor rather than a 6-point misdemeanor.
I don't know why this is saying it's already OWICS. What do you have as the PAC code?
I have 257.6251.
That's the original charge.
Yeah, I have that as the original charge, and then the amended would be the same but sub 3.
Sub 3. 257.625. 1B?
It would be just 3.
3. How are we proceeding?
She is accepting that offer, Your Honor, with pleading guilty at this.
We have an advice on right. Represents Davion Rankins. Does he have an attorney?
I'm right here.
No, I don't have to. I've done it. Mr. Rankins, you were supposed to get your fingerprints done. Why didn't you do that?
I didn't know I was supposed to get my fingerprints done. I just knew that I was supposed to pay off the warning ticket that I had.
I have a fingerprint order that I signed on January 2nd. You have to get that done this week. Which day are you going to do that?
You said do it this week.
I don't know why. No, I don't know why that was on there. He has it done.
You did get it done?
Yeah, for this case at least.
Yeah, it's highlighted and there's no these fingerprints.
He did it January 14th.
Oh, okay, scratch that. My apologies. I don't know why they are sending me notes that you didn't do it. You did do your fingerprints, sir.
Okay.
And may I approach with the advice of rights?
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Turpinning, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, put your hand down. Okay, you have the right in this matter to proceed to jury trial. You're presumed innocent until the city can prove your guilt by proving each element of each of the charges being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt, okay? You have the right to maintain your innocence. Require that this matter go to trial. You can remain silent at trial, and they can't use that against you. You have the right to question under the confrontation clause any witness called to testify against you, and the right to subpoena witnesses to testify on your behalf. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
No, I do not.
And you're willing to give up those rights to plead guilty to the amended count 1?
Yes, I am.
Okay, are you currently on probation or on parole?
No.
You understand that by entering a guilty plea to the amended count 1, it could result in a conviction that you may need to report to a current employer, or you may need to put this conviction down on a future job application.
Yes.
Okay. It also could have impact on where you can travel or get immigration status. Not likely, but it could. You may want to travel outside of the country somewhere, and they may not let people with criminal convictions in their country. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. As to the amended count of operating while intoxicated by a controlled substance, subsection 3, how do you plead?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
Is that because you believe you are guilty?
Yes, it is.
Factual basis, please.
Your Honor. Ms. Turpinning, on or about April 8th of 2025, were you operating a motor vehicle on Oakland Avenue near Larch Street?
Yes, I was.
And is that location in the city of Lansing, county of Hingham, state of Michigan?
Yes.
And prior to operating the vehicle that night, did you use any controlled substances?
Yes, I did.
And did those controlled substances impair your ability to operate that vehicle?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't? Your Honor, I believe we have a factual basis for the operating while.
The city has no further questions, Your Honor.
The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I will accept your plea. I find your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. The matter is scheduled for sentencing on August 24th at 9 a.m. You're going to go down before you leave here today to check in with probation so that they can get you scheduled for a pre-sentence interview. your substance abuse assessment must be turned over to them. So you may need to sign a release for that. And then they'll provide a report to the court about how they believe you should be sentenced, okay? Do you have any questions at this time?
No, I do not, thank you.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Before you leave, there is, someone just logged in that was late. Let's see. Is it Alasia Conway?
I'm here.
Thank you. Yeah, you're late, is what I said. Okay, let's see.
I will look this draft.
Thank you. Are you representing anyone else?
I heard that Miss Lawson was not here. Did she get bench warranted? Or are we waiting for the?
I did issue a bench warrant.
Jade Bryant. First one.
Oh, we did that. We did, Brian.
You did?
Yes.
Okay. And then Cedric Bradley. Okay.
It's a little early. That's 11.
Yeah.
So Cedric's not here. And then I guess it's Ms. Strong representing the others.
She must be waiting this round. Okay.
Does Rinkins have an attorney or no?
No, Rinkins does not have an attorney, I don't believe
Okay,
so.
very good. City of Lansing versus Ratavion Rinkins 26-00008.
Elizabeth Bartolome on behalf of the City of Lansing.
Mr. Rinkins is present via Zoom. This was a driving while license is suspended. We reset this so that he can pay off some fine. Has he been able to do that?
I can see a change in his Secretary of State driving history. I see that one of the fines has fallen off. I believe there's still outstanding fines due to East Lansing's court. So,
Mr. Rinkins, can you unmute, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you pay your fines in 54B? Because that was my note that I was resetting for you to pay those fines.
Yes, ma'am. So last week I paid 220. I believe it was beginning of last week I paid 220. And I paid the other 220 2 days ago. But on that day I also paid for a parking ticket I had because I didn't know if that was holding me up as well.
So you paid on Fridays, what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am. Or Saturday. I think it was Saturday.
Oh. Okay. So your understanding is you no longer have an outstanding balance?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it hasn't registered to Secretary of State yet, so I'm gonna reset this, okay?
Okay.
You can do July 20th at 11.
July 20th at 11, okay?
About 20 12. Okay. I'll write that down.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
no, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. You're all set.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Ms. Straub,
Yes, Your Honor.
are you ready?
I did it on Sarah Helena.
Okay, City of Lansing versus Sierra Elena 26-00522. Appearance, please.
Elizabeth Bartolome on behalf of the City of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Justice Job on behalf of Ms. Helena, who is standing to my right.
Okay, Ms. Elena has a operating under the influence of 0.08 or more. How are we proceeding this time?
Your Honor, we are waiting on her substance abuse assessment results. We've run into the same circumstances, Mr. Quiglero, where apparently they are sending these documents to 54A, and we are looking to cure that misunderstanding of how to approach this. We did check with the traffic division. They do not have it. So we're trying to track that down.
When did she complete the assessment?
2 Wednesdays ago, Your Honor.
July 20th at 2.
July 20th at 2. Any additional matters from the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you. Nothing from defense, thank you.
Thank you. We'll get your notice in just a moment. Thank you so much, Your Honor. No problem. Who's representing Malaysia Conway? Mr.
Your Honor,
Conte?
I am, and if the court would be amenable to giving me a brief moment, Ms. Conway is going to be sending me some documents that could potentially result. in this.
Can I just let the court know Ms. Lawson has appeared, would like to accept an offer from the
I just signed this bench warrant. Well, yeah, they give you Lawson's file. They literally just signed it as you said that. Yes, thank you. Okay, this is City of Lansing versus Rakia Lawson 22-02120.
Elizabeth Burkle on behalf of the City of Lansing.
And Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Ms. Lawson, who is standing to my right.
Okay, Ms. Lawson has open alcohol in public.
She's been offered the opportunity to accept responsibility to a breach of the peace. Civil infraction, and would like to do so.
Why was you late?
I couldn't get released in time from work.
Oh, you were at work? I assumed that when I asked that, because you look like you have on scrubs. You work in the medical field? Okay, okay, and so it's a breach of the peace, civil infraction?
Breach of peace or time served, if any, it sounds like breach of peace.
What do you want to do? Breach of the peace? And fine is $75. You paying that today?
No. Well, I could, but I left my car. Can I pay it tomorrow?
Yeah, you can pay it online.
Oh, okay. I can pay it off my phone and I can do it today.
I know that you'll pay within the week.
Okay.
Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. What's your name, ma'am? Code compliance matter. Code is here.
Yes. If I may have a brief breakout room with them. Thank you.
Let's see, this is City of Lansing versus the estate of Penny Marie Brady, 250007891250007911. Appearance, please.
Elizabeth Bartolome on behalf of the city of Lansing, and code officer Timmy Smith has appeared as well.
Okay, your names?
Julie Elizabeth Gannett.
Edward James Gannett.
Today was the date that was reset for compliance. Show cause, how old is
Your Honor, compliance has not been met. Mr. Smith has been back out to recheck the property, and there are still violations outstanding.
What are the violations?
Mr. Smith, could you elaborate on the violations, please, for the court?
Yes, it was, it's just scattered debris throughout the yard. Beside the garage, it's all overgrown trees behind, it's, grass, metal, just trash.
behind
scattered.
It's from
No,
the
the
last
grass,
one.
excuse me?
I'm asking Mr. Smith to speak, and then I'll give you a chance. Thank you. Mr. Smith, you can continue.
Yeah, and it just scattered trash throughout the driveway. The trailer that was there, I know they said they were gonna empty it, it's just been tarped. Just a lot of different complaints about this property through our websites and things of that nature. So just trying to get them to comply.
Okay, and there's been no progress?
I mean, how can I say it? Sometimes it's more cleaner than others. But sometimes you come back, it's worse. Sometimes you come back, it's better. It's just a continuation of them bringing stuff, taking stuff out, bringing stuff, taking stuff out. I guess he's on the side of his truck, it says that he's a scrap business guy. So the main complaints from the neighbors is he brings stuff home and he's banging on stuff throughout the day, throughout the night. So stuff comes and go constantly. So it's never just clean.
Got it. So he's maintaining a scrap recycling business in the residential area.
That's what it says on the side of his truck. So and that's the complaints from the neighbors.
I'm looking at the pictures. It's about, I can see the stuff.
Yeah.
There's also, this is property is in an estate, correct?
Yes.
Okay. These items don't belong to the estate, so, correct?
Your Honor, everything that comes back to that property that stays on my truck and leaves the property the next morning. The stuff that is on the property right now is stuff that we're pulling from the basement of the house, the living room of the house, the garage of the house. And I'm trying to sort through it so we can get it out of there.
Okay, so if I were to see a picture that had 10, it looks like vacuum cleaners. Those came from the basement of the home?
Yes.
Oh.
My mom was a hoarder.
Okay. So why has there not been any substantial compliance?
There has been substantial compliance. The stuff that he's seeing that he's complaining about is my kids' bikes that are sitting next to the yard, my kids' Power Wheels that are in the backyard.
You have pictures of the compliance.
The bikes are sitting right next to the driveway, next to the truck, right up against the house.
I don't think Mr. Smith is here for bikes that are next to the driveway.
But we were here on a ticket for a porch and for a fence violation because he said my fence that had a privacy screening on it was not up to code.
You have evidence that you've complied.
My porch was taken down.
Yes.
The fence is down, and that picture's from the neighbor's upstairs window. She has it on her computer now.
Stop.
I have here.
I mean, I can go back.
Just a second. It says, the citation is, it says it prohibits outdoor storage of vehicles, goods, materials, or equipment that is not directly related to or customarily associated with residential use. It also said there's violations for prohibiting outdoor storage of junk vehicles, and trash. Please have all vehicles, equipment, and other items in violation of the above ordinance provision either removed from the above referenced property or stored inside of a completely enclosed building prior to expiration of the compliance date. And it also says no materials, including but not limited to plywood, wood pallets, scrap wood, scrap metal, construction materials, tarp cloth, plastic covering, or other flexible materials shall be affixed to a fence or used to create a fence barrier or privacy screen. Do you see how this is more than what you just said? It also says shipping containers and box and semi truck trailers are permitted as a temporary structure for storage purposes only and may be permitted for a period not to exceed 2 weeks. And upon request of the zoning administrator may be extended twice for a period not to exceed 2 weeks of an extension for the period, for an extension period. That's more than what you're talking about, sir. That's just one citation I just read.
You're not gonna have the whole yard cleaned up in 2 days.
Perfect.
We have court on the property for probate come on the 10th. Once the house is in our name, he ain't gonna have to worry about it.
Your Honor, the city respectfully requests that the court treat the next date then as the requested date as essentially a drop dead date. If they've not complied, then a fine be issued next month.
So you can have the property clean in 2 days.
By the end of the week, we can make sure that's done.
July 20th at 2. July 20th at 2. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
We'll get you a notice. Did we see Mr. Ramirez? Is Ms. Straw here?
I am, Your Honor.
Are you representing Mr. Ramirez? Yes. Have we seen him?
I have not seen him, Your Honor. We have attempted multiple times to make contact. We've never been able to do that.
Okay, make sure Bermudez. What are we doing with Conway?
So what's happening?
Treasurer Bradley here. Are we ready on Bradley?
We are, Your Honor, yes.
City of Lansing versus Treasurer Bradley. I have 26-000, sorry, 00568, and then 26-00494. Appearance, please.
Elizabeth Burkholme on behalf of the City of Lansing.
And Luke Goodrich from Public Defender's Office here to represent Mr. Bradley, who is standing to my right.
Okay, Mr. Bradley had operating while intoxicated and file number ending in 68, file number ending in 94, was driving while license is suspended. This was reset so that we could get an assessment. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I wanted to ask the court for a little more time. I just wanted to let the court know he has scheduled an substance abuse assessment with Crystal Ray. That is, he's supposed to be there by tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. He is scheduled to do the MAD impact panel on July 20th. I also wanted to let the court know that he's been making payments toward, his license got suspended because he owes money on a case. He's been making payments toward that. I believe he still owes about $100, but he's gotten that down. So we would just ask to give him one last opportunity to get this assessment in, maybe like July 27th or the week after, something like that kind of date.
July 27th, it's not available.
Okay.
We can do August 3rd at 11. August 3rd at 11. It's the last time I'm resetting this for that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Aaron. Okay. Good job. Okay.
Get your notice to appear. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
No, Your Honor, thanks. seat, no big deal.
See Miguel Perez, or
Don't believe so, Your Honor. However, that was going to be dismissed.
I'm not the city needs to dismiss that one. City of Lansing versus Elijah Conway, 26L2940541.
Elizabeth, on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Michael Puckett requesting permission to practice under MCR 8.120 under supervision of Justice Schroff and on behalf of Ms. Cobb.
She's trying to figure out her camera. Mr. Smith, you're all set for today.
I'm sorry, for some reason my camera is not working on here.
The city was gonna make a motion to dismiss.
The city is moving to dismiss. You're all set. You're all set, Ms. Conway.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Smith, I don't know if you heard me, but I told him he was all set.
I think he left.
He's still here.
Oh, I think-
I'll just. Maybe he didn't log out. That's all we have for the morning.
And then the 115.